124 seconds to play. Here in the opening frame, Ryan Olsen from center will rim it around behind. Murphy out of his net to play it. Look out, he tried to clear it up the boards, but Mitchell Smith was hounded there. Thunder able to work the puck away. Peter Bates without his stick after it was chopped out of his hands. Actually, the puck hits the loose twig at center, and that leads to a possession with a rush. Chizowski dropped it off there for Quinn Olsen. Out for Chizowski, a one-timer, and it's pinned underneath the left pad of Roddy Ross, who holds on for a whistle with 96 seconds to play in the period.
Some of these later chances in the period have been a little bit of that long variety from outside, but he has been just really sharp here in the beginning of this contest. He's done a nice job of getting himself square to the shooter. He's at the top of the crease. He's being aggressive. I love the way he's starting this game.
You can see, if you look over the last month or so of Ross's work, since he kind of took over that starting job, which Chizowski got knocked down there by Nico Somerville right into Duncan Magera. The linesman goes down. Meanwhile, play the other way, and a centering feed there for Stenell was caught in his feet. Somerville keeps it in left wing side, slides it across here for Lloyd right point. Oh, walk to center, leave it off there for Jeffers, out in front, Finnegan a shot that was blocked there by Bennett, and he'll get the clearing pass here from Chizowski. He cruises on through, Lloyd able to chop that away from him. Glove down by Quinn Olsen at center. He'll play it up the right wing, Chizowski with a couple of head fakes. He'll move in across the line. Good play there by Nico Somerville to poke that puck free. Now Finnegan defensively behind the net, rimmed it up the wall. Chizowski kept it there. 54 to play in the period. Right point. Thrown down low. Olsen to the middle for Chizowski. He'll walk the line to the top of the left circle. Oh, look at the move. He walks past it, and oh my goodness, what a save there by Ross. Chizowski absolutely undressed Nico Somerville at the top of the left circle. He had so much time and space, and Ross robbed him.
Again, another outstanding save at the top of the crease, and you know, that's a situation. As a defenseman, you can't be looking at the puck. He's playing into the outside. He gave him the inside shoulder, and Chizowski just dipsy noodles on a backhand right around Somerville into the slot.
Ross has already made 14 saves here in this game. Pales in comparison to the 21 he made in that third period on Wednesday. Now he watches the play to his right. It's cleared out by the Thunder, but only momentarily. The Saskatchewan native does have to come out of his play, or out of his net to play it there with 27 to play in the period. Thunder moving left to right here in the final minute. Stretch pass ahead there from Dickman, deflected into the zone, 19 to play. Rapid gets it up the wall, Pilon. Ahead, here's Ekstrom, right wing side. Good play there by Kirby Proctor to knock that down with 10 seconds to play. Murphy, oh, he look out, he fanned on that clearing attempt, and now the battle ensues along the hash marks. Rapid gets it out there with 2 seconds to play. Nolanine will hold, and time expires here in the first period. Yeah, scoreless here after 20. Thunder outplayed a little bit in the first 5 minutes, but they come back and settle things down. Get a couple of good scoring chances down the stretch.
Both goaltenders sharp here so far. Wichita missed a couple of open nets. Roddy Ross thought was terrific and kept the Thunder from giving up a couple of good scoring chances as we head to the intermission.
Well, before he heads off, Jay Dickman throws a puck to a kid sitting in the first row down below, and we'll throw it to a break. 20-minute intermission, a little bit longer than we normally have here as we have an extended promotion during this first break. We'll step aside. Jason Malz will have the Toyota Intermission Report when we come back here on the Wichita Thunder Radar Network, scoreless after 1.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
BC Construction and Remodeling is your place to go for quality work at a good price. A company you can trust for all of your home remodeling and construction needs. No job is too big or small. Siding, flooring, windows and doors, and insulation to name a few. They've been proudly serving Hutchinson and the surrounding areas since 2015. Give Blade Cantor of BC Construction and Remodeling a call at 620-899-5136. That's 620-899-5136. Or check them out on Facebook.
The This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day and still pull out the big stick, the type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera, and the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
Davis Liquor Outlet is proud to call Wichita home. With over 50 years of experience, our knowledgeable staff is here to help. Davis Liquor can help you with our large selection, from bourbon and tequilas to wine and THC products. Have you signed up for our app yet? Visit the App Store and download it today. You can view our inventory, compare pricing, and even order online for curbside pickup. And don't forget, you can save 20% every day when you buy liquor and wine by the case. Davis Liquor Outlet, Wichita proud. Neighborhood locations with superstore pricing. Each store independently owned and operated.
Whether you are building or renovating, find the choices and control you need with You Build It. You can save thousands of dollars building your dream home, remodeling your kitchen or bath, making your home more accessible as you age, or creating a new garage, barn, or workshop. You Build It has been helping homeowners save money for over 30 years. Using the You Build It system, you can choose your budget, who designs your renovations, and how involved you want to be in the process. Call or text now, 316-260-2044.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with a deal on Captain Morgan Spiced Rum, 1.75 liters, just $26.99.
And Kansas's own Most Wanted Vodka, 1.75 liters, only $18.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Wichita owned, Wichita proud.
Delivery.
Oh, hey, Jan, I barely recognize the house. It looks amazing.
Thank you. We just had new siding and windows installed by Allstate's Home Improvement. It really gave our home a fresh new look.
I'll say it looks like a totally different house. Reminds me of how much I need new siding.
They'll come out and do a free estimate. Give them a call at 316-945-4389.
Visit us online at allstateshomeimprovement.com for all your windows, siding, roof, bath, and deck needs. Let our family work for yours.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
We're back here at Interest Bank Arena. Jason Miles along with Reagan Cleaves after one period of play here on 316 I Love Wichita Night, presented by Davis Moore Auto Group. Also want to say thank you to Big Fish Bail Bonds, Hajoka, Gold Mortgage, You Build It. There's all kinds of great partners on this night, so we do appreciate them helping us celebrate our great city. And the one thing I do want to give Reagan a chance to promote before he steps away, I know you have a color guard here, and later on in the month of March on Military Appreciation Night, we have a Boy Scout night coming up. So if you want to give some details on that, feel free.
Yeah, if you've got a color guard or a group that would be able to present the colors at a game, we'd love to have you out. Reach out to me. We can get things going, and it's a fun chance to show off the scout troop, Knights of Columbus group, any other group that might be interested.
Any other details? Do they have to contact you at the office?
Yeah, reach out to me, Reagan.Cleaves@WichitaThunder.com, and happy to help you out.
Now, you did a patch for Girl Scouts. Are we doing a patch as we have our inflatables? Apparently they are not getting along.
Holy Lipton.
What was that?
That was a...
Somebody just punched somebody with an inflatable?
I think...
Well, was that a girlfriend and a boyfriend?
Maybe. I think they were battling for an inflatable chair, and the guy got it, and the girl just laid him out with an elbow drop.
Did they just break up on the ice? I hope not. I mean, Valentine's Day is next week, so
that'd be a rough time to end it.
All right. Well, I guess that answers my question. But next week also is our Valentine's promotion, Sweetheart Date Night. We do have spots left on Friday night, but we do not have any left on Saturday, presented by Burnell's Fine Jewelry. So if you're interested, you can get 2 tickets in the party suite and more for $200, and that is Friday night. Also is our Toyota Community and Quick Trip night. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity on Military Appreciation to let the fans know if anybody wants to bring out a scout group. Hopefully we'll have a good amount out.
Yeah, it should be fun. That scout night as well. So
you were a scout, right?
Oh yeah, Eagle.
What was your favorite part about being a scout?
Camping trips.
Really?
Oh yeah, I loved being in the outdoors. I loved camping, and yeah, it was fun.
Were you a scout leader?
I never got that far.
Okay.
I kind of coasted my way until like the final year, and then I had to finish my Eagle project.
And the truth comes out. All right. Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more after this, as Reagan's going to step aside and go find that scout group and the color guard that is in attendance here tonight. And while we do that, we'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Not much on the Sonic scoring summary. Back after this on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 38th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2026 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Hotel Planner, official hotel reservations partner; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Prolific One, exclusive secondary ticketing partner; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2026 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
McPherson College was just named the number 19 college in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report. Why? Because McPherson has the best combination of scholarships, career placement, and low student loan debt in Kansas. And we're only getting better. McPherson has over 60 majors and minors to choose from, including exercise science, mechanical engineering, and pre-nursing. Visit mcpherson.edu to see how you can graduate career-ready and with little to no debt at McPherson College.
Edible Arrangements is proud to be a Thunder partner. Whether you're celebrating a victory on the ice, a birthday, or something for the office, Edible Arrangements has what you need. From our signature fruit bouquets to cheesecakes, brownies, gourmet cookies, flowers, balloons, and more, our chocolate-dipped fruits make a delicious and healthier indulgence. Edible Arrangements is located at the corner of 21st and Greenwich Streets. Order online or over the phone, with delivery across Wichita and beyond. Edible Arrangements is ready to make your next celebration something special.
Thank you. Walk-On Sports Bistro, proud supporter of Wichita Thunder Hockey, is located at 29th Street North and Mays Road in New Market Square, and they bring the taste of Louisiana and that game day atmosphere to each and every guest. Walk-On's Wichita, proud supporter of Wichita Thunder Hockey, features a fun, energetic atmosphere with a scratch-made Louisiana-inspired cuisine, 44 beers on tap, and 90 TVs. Walk-On's All-American team serves up a game day experience in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere that ensures every guest is a winner. With 44 beers on tap, a great wine menu, and an extensive liquor selection, everyone can find their favorite drink to pair with their go-to appetizer and meal at Walk-On's. Walk-On's is a proud supporter of our local community and hosts fundraiser nights for schools, community organizations, and more. Schedule a fundraiser night with Walk-On's today.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, welcome back on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network. Jason Mouse joining you live from Intrust Bank Arena, the Wichita Thunder and the Rapid City Rush after 20 minutes. Our score list presented by Toyota. Don't forget to head on over to Blue Hook. Blue Hook committed to serving high-quality meals using fresh, local, and sustainable ingredients customers can count on. That's Blue Hook. Premium ingredients at a great value. You can visit them at Umi Steakhouse and all the great partners that we have on our website. You can also go to our partner offers page to get some great deals at Thunder Partners all season long. Also want to say thank you to Allstate's Home Improvement, trusted by over 20,000 happy customers since 1992. And they have a great promotion going on where you can win a trip for two to Las Vegas. You get hotel, airfare, and tickets to see the Edmonton Oilers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. That is in March, right after the Olympics. Looking at our scoreboard presented by Sonic Drive-In. Don't forget to go over to Sonic Drive-In and get some of those great treats. They've got a special offer right now if you are on their text platform where you can get a buy one, get one entree that I just got this morning. So that's a buy one, get one entree from Sonic. And all you got to do is subscribe to their text platform and they send you deals all the time. Shots on net are in favor of Rapid City after one period, presented by IHOP. They had 14 in the first, the Thunder with just 9 in that first period, and Roddy Ross was solid, as was Connor Murphy. So no scoring to talk about, and we did not have a power play, so pretty clean slate between these two teams after the first 20 minutes here at Intrust Bank Arena. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Wendy's. First, before we do that, don't forget, Thunder fans, if the Thunder score 3 goals here tonight, fans can get free pancakes over at IHOP. Also, if Wichita is able to keep the Rapid City Rush off the board in the second period, the Thunder fans will all get a small classic Frosty courtesy of Wendy's, and that's our out-of-town scoreboard partner. Going on right now in Greensboro, the Royals and the Gargoyles 3-1 in favor of the visitors from Pennsylvania. Reading 23-17-4 this season. They've got that 2-goal advantage heading into the third period. Start of the third period in Kalamazoo, where the Bison lead the Wings by a score of 2-1. The Florida Everblades trailing on the road in Savannah at End Market Arena. That game in Savannah, Georgia. The Ghost Pirates lead that game by a 2-1 count. Amante has a pair of goals for Savannah. Adirondack leading Trois-Rivières by a score of 4-2 in the third period. And by the way, that Florida and Savannah game just about to start the third period there. Jacksonville is tied with Atlanta. That's in the second period, 3-3. At West Banco Arena in Wheeling, tie game between the Fuel and the Nailers. 1-1 going on between those two on a Friday night at West Banco. At Cross Insurance Arena in Portland, Maine, the Orlando Solar Bears made the northern trek all the way up north, and Orlando is down 4-3 in the second period. That's about to be heading into the second intermission. Also about to go to the second intermission, the Cincinnati Cyclones have a 3-1 lead on the Toledo Walleye. That game going on right now at the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. Fort Wayne's got a 2-0 advantage over Iowa in the second period of play. Fort Wayne getting goals from Janicki and Dufour. Tulsa Oilers have a 1-0 advantage over the Kansas City Mavericks after 20 minutes. Tyler Polson with the only goal so far at Cable Dahmer Arena. 1-1 between the Norfolk Admirals and the Allen Americans. Allen's got a 3-1 lead after one period of play. I don't know why I'm reading that so fast. Colton Hargrove's got a pair of goals. Spencer Asachuk scoring as well, so the veterans for the Allen Americans able to get them on the score sheet. Ben Zloty, the all-star for Norfolk, has the only goal right now for the Norfolk Admirals, as the Admirals again in Allen for 3 games this weekend. Wichita will take on the Allen Americans on Wednesday night. That game at Credit Union of Texas Event Center at 7:10 this coming Wednesday before the Thunder return home to finish the busy month of February. Of course, Wichita and Idaho will face off on Friday the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. And then 2 late games on tap tonight. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits are in Idaho. That's the first ever trip for Greenville out to Boise at Idaho Central Arena. And then the Utah Grizzlies taking on the Tahoe Night Monsters. Those two teams lit up the scoreboard the other night. It was a 9-6 final score, Utah winning over the Tahoe Night Monsters. In the American Hockey League, after 2 periods of play, the Charlotte Checkers are right now shutting out the Grand Rapids Griffins, your father's team. So unfortunately, Charlotte has the lead with Grand Rapids on the road. Cleveland and Laval are tied at 3 goals apiece. Syracuse 3, Belleville 1. That's after 2 periods. Bridgeport and Utica in a 1-1 game. 3-3 between the Penguins and the Phantoms. 2-1 Providence leading over the Hartford Wolfpack, and we'll get to the rest of those a little bit later on. I'm sure you want to make a comment about Grand Rapids. No? Yes? You don't want to say anything? Okay.
Now, not much to say. I mean, the team's been great this year, but you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, and Charlotte's a good team as well.
San Jose is in Abbotsford tonight. That's a 7 p.m. Pacific face-off. We'll step aside before the start of this period. Again, the Thunder and the Rapid City Rush have not been able to find the score sheet just yet. We'll be back after this break as Reagan will take the call once again as we get ready for the start of the second period.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in, here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at uhc.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Culver's is a brand new location in Wichita. Locally owned and operated, they serve fresh, never frozen butter burgers and whole white meat chicken from America's Farms. Finish off your meal with a fresh, frozen custard made to order. They're located at 3220 North Mays Road in Wichita. Check out Culver's Fan Saves offer on the Wichita Thunder website to save on custard. Culver's, welcome to delicious.
When it comes to finding the right physical therapist to help you get back to what you love, there's no one better than Select Physical Therapy. As the official physical therapy provider of the Thunder, Select has been trusted by players and fans.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Welcome back to Interest Bank Arena, just in time for the puck drop of period at number 2. Reagan Cleaves alongside Jason Malz. Happy to have you along here as the Thunder and the Rapid City Rush are scoreless after 20 minutes. Thunder going to head from right to left across your radio dial. We're in these Olympic-style USA jerseys. Again, you can bid on those until the end of the second period on Dash. You better get to that quickly as the puck's just about to be dropped here on the middle frame. Fitting in today again, and it's won by Davis. We're underway as the Rapid City Rush will charge from left to right. Smedrud over the line, look out, he dished it back. Davis, and it rolled just over his stick. On a good chance there for Rapid City off the hop. They outshot Wichita 14-9 in that opening period. Look out, Wagner to Davis, and that's deflected up, and I thought that went out of play. I don't know about you. Took an odd hop, and now it's kept it at the line. A shot right on, and gloved out of the air there by Roddy Ross. Second game with the new mask. Yeah, I wonder if it's any different for him going from his collegiate mask, which was a normal square grill style, and now he's got the more pro style cat eye. I wonder if that causes much of a difference in terms of having to adjust anything. You can certainly see a lot better. Gonna be Olsen and Jeffers left wing circle. Check that was Bates, won by the Thunder. Neen chipped it up the wall, got it there to Krnkovic, who tapped it ahead to the captain. Peter Bates cruises over the line. Button hooks to the top of the right circle. A shot that's deflected up and out of play with 40 seconds gone in the second period.
Got to get off to better starts and periods. I mean, you're on your heels right to open the frame, and Roddy had to make a really nice save through traffic. There was 6 or 7 bodies right in front of the net.
Yeah, not to mention the rush off the face-off that they had just skipped over the stick of Brett Davis, who's got 24 points this season, and he's got he had points in 4 of 5 in late January to early February. Just about a minute in, pass on the right wing. Quinn Olsen over the line. Old pinwheel at the top of the circle. Sends it across left wing side. Bernard tees one up, and Ross makes the save. Karam's off the high glass, collected there by Nolan Neen. We'll roll it around to the near side and pitchfork it out. Got it as far as center where Bernard played it. He got it to Bennett, who tapped it across to Olsen. Quinn retreats to his own blue line, leaves it back there for Xavier Bernard. The QMJHL product will hit the red line and throw it on in. Proctor in the near corner, tapped it there for Nolan Neen, got it up the wall. Thunder, look out, they might have numbers. Here's Kirby Proctor, very offensive-minded back on that blue line, dropped it off, look out, Nardiche. He's hauled down from behind there by Pierce. Trying some upraised arms from Thunder bench. Battle in the far corner, worked free here by Rapid. They'll charge from left to right. Here's Wroclaw busting up ice. Dropped it off for Wood. There's the shot off the right pad of Ross. Across the way, Wroclaw peels free on the wraparound, threw it around and skittered through the blue paint as he couldn't curl it on. Across the way, Ekstrom wheels around, dances into the left wing circle, rubbed off the puck there by Nardicia. Thunder chip it up the wall. Great play there by Blackwell. Numbers here for the Thunder. Here's Blackwell, right wing side. He button hooks away there from Pilon, lost an edge and went down.
I thought Nardicia was hit cleanly right there, but he did a terrific job of just swimming right through a defender, went right to the net. Unfortunately, lost his footing.
Loose puck on the left wing side. Good play there to pin up Briley Wood there by Nico Somerville. Wood trying to chip it free. Connor Joyce battling for it along the boards. Pulled free by Peter Bates. Had a stick up right along the hands. They continue to battle in the far corner. Bates pickpocketed there. Man hauled down on the far side, and TJ Lloyd's going to go here for a trip. And he's a little confused. So are the fans, but it looked like Connor Joyce kind of got spun down there. Lloyd's a little disgruntled heading to the box, but nonetheless, he got his feet kind of tied up, and the Thunder are going to head to the first penalty kill of the night.
Again, you're starting back with too much play in your own defensive zone. This is just not a great start like they had the other night in the third period. As I don't know about that one. It looked like to me like he lost his own footing. TJ's stick was kind of turned around. It didn't look like it was in his feet.
It was kind of hard to tell on an initial look, but the referee at center ice was staring right at it and put the arm up. Rush win the faceoff. Bennett right circle, down the wall there for Chizowskis. He threw it across. It took a deflection and will bounce out to the neutral zone. Wagner, who had the shorty back on Wednesday, will start from his own end. Drops it off here for Quinn Olson. Rapid City moving left to right here in the second period in the black uniforms with the red and white trim. Came up the wall. Chizowski there to play it. Dished it across to the near side. Davis at the right point. Will step down the wall. Leave it there for Bennett. Right not Olson. To the point for Wagner. Left side Chizowski. Back up for Bennett. Near side. He threw it out in front. Look out, man loose in front. Ross Sproling, and he holds. He had Olson right on the doorstep. He made a couple of angles, but Ross able to sprawl out with that left pad and hold on. 1:15 to go here in the Lloyd Minor.
Yeah, another terrific save. He's just doing a nice job of standing his ground right at the top of the crease.
Faceoff's going to be to Ross's right. Rush already have 5 shots in this period. And on the power play this season, they're 19 for 145. That's second to last in the league. Bennett to the point there for Wagner. He'll tee it up near side. Bennett, and on the one-timer, he blasted that one wide. Olson behind the net there for Davis. We'll free it for Bennett right circle. Back down the wall for Davis. Along the goal line. Trying to work it free. Spun away. Look out. He's fed it out in front. And Thunder able to pick it off and clear it down the ice with 45 to go in the penalty.
Good job of collapsing right there and taking away passing lanes.
This top unit remaining out here for Rapid. Davis over the line, right wing. Bates on the back pressure. Left it off there. Pass almost picked off by Proctor, but the captain for Rapid gets it back. Wagner to Olson along the boards. Back right point for Wagner. He walks to the line, ducks his head, threw it out in front, and Davis at the top of the crease deflected that one wide. 16 to go in the power play. To the point for Bennett near side. Rink wide feed for Wagner. He'll take a look. Down the wall, Chizowski in the far corner. Dances away up top for Wagner. Fake the shot, leave it off. Chizowski left circle, a shot that was blocked. Popped high up in the air. Wagner gets it in the slot, lets a shot go. That's blocked, save, rebound. And Olsen put it wide. It's loose in the crease. Look out, it's still loose. They jam away at it. It's finally blown dead and covered.
Well, the puck just got wristed all the way back down the ice. Rapid City wants a penalty for maybe covering it with an open hand in the blue paint, but the whistle did come as the referee lost sight of the puck.
Ross was drawn out of his net by the play there, and it looked like Nolan Neen was sprawled out in the crease as well as Roddy Ross. And a mad flurry in front somehow stays out. That's now the 20th shot of the game for Rapid City. And this Rapid team gets outshot a lot. They're dead last in shots against per game and with just under 40 shots per game. The Thunder allow a lot as well, 32 averaging, but right now, Rapid City only allowing 9 shots here. Look out, a shot from the left point, deflected in the slot there by Ekstrom. Battle for it on the near side, Finnegan able to pull it free. Power play did expire right before that flurry. And the Rush are 0 for 1 on the power play. And now 0 for 10 against Wichita this season. So good work by the Thunder PK. Now Lloyd, fresh out of the box, throws it on goal from the bottom of the right circle. Murphy made the save. He's messing with his helmet. Might have popped his strap there. Meanwhile, the other way, Pilon trying to center it. It got knocked away. Look out, numbers here for Wichita. 2-on-1. Lloyd down the right wing side into the dot. Let's a shot go. And Murphy fought that one off. It rolls up the near wall. Stenell pulls it free, dangled it back up top. Lloyd has it, top of the circle. It's a shot goal. That one sailed wide. Somerville, left wall, threw it down low. Jeffers got tied up, and the Rush take it and clear it down. Just over 6 minutes gone here in the second period. We are still scoreless here at the IBA on 316 I Love Wichita night. Thunder play catch in their own zone. They get it out to the neutral zone, but an ill-advised pass is picked off easily by the Rush. Now Smith on from center. Who's the first Saginaw native to wear the captaincy for the Saginaw Spirit in the OHL. He threw that one out in front. Joyce from a sharp angle off the pad of Ross, loose in the slot, and it's chipped up the wall. Here's Peter Bates on through center. Cruises in for Krenkovic. He dumps it in deep. Bates there to play it. Dickman up the wall. Proctor fresh off the bench. Holds it right point after a good keep. Walks to the slot. Lets a shot go. That was blocked into the far corner. And the Rush will take it and clear it down. Icing waved off. It was tipped. Here as we're through 7 minutes in this middle frame.
What a great play there by Proctor. You said he just came on the ice. Now the Thunder are going to send this down for an icing call, but literally steps out on the ice rink and keeps that in with his skate on his backhand side on the boards, and then gets a pretty good scoring chance.
12:49 to go here in the second period. An icing called here on Wichita. Will leave the face-off to the right of Ross. Thunder top line stays out there as they have to. It'll be top line against top line as Smedford, Davis, and Wagner are out here for Rapid. And
I never like trying to keep a puck in on my backhand side at the blue line.
I also think he partially kept that in with his skates.
Yeah.
He made a really good play, and I tell you what, Proctor has really impressed me. Not necessarily because he's been able to put up points as a defenseman. He's got 16 on the campaign, but just he always seems to make that extra hustle play. Smith able to chip this out. Look out, Thunder have numbers of this third line, but Blackwell, a backhanded feed, was picked off easily. Here's Ratzlaff over the line for Wagner. Right wing side, throws it on goal. Right toe save for Ross. Look out, it's loose in the top of the left circle, and Davis's shot was blocked. Pierce kept it in. Near side, Ratzlaff. Down the wall for Wagner. He takes a look, angles his way to the point. Pass down low, picked off by Proctor. And home motor up ice now. Across the line, but the extra move made to the line there by Smith. It's going to be whistled down for an offside. 12:03 to play here in the second period. We'll take a timeout. Wichita and Rapid City scoreless here from Interest Bank Arena.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Here at Wichita Wagyu, we procure from 14 different artisan farms that are local to our area. That means you're not going to find any steroids, antibiotics, hormones, or preservatives in any of the food that we sell. But more importantly, the flavor difference between commercial food and artisan food is unbelievable. We offer chicken, lamb, pork, and several different levels of Wagyu, including imported Japanese A5. Check us out on wichitawagyu.com.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, the Thunder wearing the Olympic jerseys here tonight. One of their alternate jerseys this year, and the Wichita Wind Surge, the baseball team in town, announced the other day that they're going to be rebranded as the Wichita Honkers for a couple of games this season. They're going to pay homage to the marauding geese that call this town home during the summer and spring.
The ones that ruin golf courses? Did I say
Yes,
that out loud?
Those ones. Thunder had his stick snapped. That was Ryan Olson right in front of the official, and nothing coming from the referees. Chizowski into the zone on left wing, dropped it off for Quinn Olson. Whole motor on behind the net, emerge in the near side. He'll protect the puck from Noah Beck. Got it to the point, look out, Beck forced a turnover, he's in on a breakaway. Noah Beck working in, and Murphy comes out to make the save with the right pad. Now back in the middle, Olson, the shot and the save. Boy, Olson cruising down the slot, had a great chance there for his first in a Thunder uniform, and he just put it into an area where Murphy could hold on, but a great play there by Noah Beck to force that turnover.
Yeah, he's kind of lurking around the blue line. The Rush were trying to weave up top, you know, similar as what you see in basketball, and he just swipes it right away from Quinn Olson, skates back to our left, and unfortunately tried to go low blocker. Murphy was able to shut the door.
And Mikkel Stenell jawing with the low official. That's Ryan Siegel, and it looked like he was motioning a two-hand slash, and the referee was shaking his head, telling him to drop it. And at this point, you're just going to have to play through it. You aren't going to get some of the calls, and unfortunately, the calls haven't gone your way early on. Bouncing puck at the Rapid line. TJ Lloyd eventually takes it and throws it in. Murphy out of his net to play it. Shots 24-13 in favor of Rapid right now. They've controlled the bulk of the play here in this second period, and really throughout the game. Now Nico Somerville harassed in his own end. Off the end boards, Jeffers with Ekstrom right on him. Thunder really slow to get to pucks here in the defensive end here. We're just about halfway through this period.
Yeah, just taking too much time back below the goal line.
Proctor with a little bit of urgency, able to dance away from the forecheck. Somerville from the left wing circle, long stretch pass. He's got his man over the line. Jeffers back to Stenell, and he tried to find Jeffers again, but that got knocked down, and the Rapid City Rush able to clear it down the ice. Nolan Neen migrates behind his own goal. Left it up the right wing. Here's Peter Bates. He'll gather speed over the Big Thunder logo at center. Dickman on the left wing wall. Trying to push it down low. Rubbed off the puck there by Chase Pauls, who played his 100th pro game earlier last week. To the point. Gormley. Down bottom of the left circle. Dickman trying to drop it off through the legs of Pauls, but it was worked away from him. Dickman got it free for Bates. Look out, a nifty move. Krinkovic working in. Murphy the save and the rebound loose on the far side. Dickman pulled it away, tried to throw it off the side of the net, and now Rapid able to clear to the wall. Krinkovic takes it, dances to the slot, a shot, they score! Let it go from the slot. There might have been a deflection in front. If it was Jay Dickman. Nonetheless, the Thunder have broken the ice. 10.5 into the second period.
Talking like a dog on a bone. I mean, they just kept at it on that shift. That looks like it's deflected by the big man, in my opinion, but we'll have to look at another replay and see who they give this to.
Either way, it's one of the guys you see on your screen right now. It's either Krinkovic's 21st or it's Dickman's 10th.
Scored by number 21, Jay Dickman.
So it is Dickman's got goals in back-to-back games.
Out the rush, trying to work it free on the near side boards. Couple of bodies fall. Rush clear to the far side. Pierce slams the brakes, works to the point, has it on the back end, cuts to the middle. Got a shot. There's saved by Ross. Gloved out of the air by Blackwell. Thunder have a 3-on-2 the other way. Across that line they go. Blackwell near side back steps in, tried to steer it back. There for Blackwell. Scoop it up after the deflection. Nifty drop feed to Somerville. Back to the left point. Oh, pull it, let a shot go. That was blocked there by Smedzrud. Check that, that's Jake Ratzlav. He's over the line in a 2-on-1. In with a shot, he scores. Jake Ratzlav snaps it by the blocker of Roddy Ross, and it's another instance where the Thunder get the goal, have the momentum, and they allow the other team right back into it.
Well, he's got such a wonderful story. I know we've talked about it a number of times, but you can't leave him that wide open. And Wichita gives up the goal. We're tied again. Unfortunately, as Somerville was trying to get back into the play, he lost his footing. It became a 2-on-1.
Yeah, Ratzlav was a multi-sport athlete in college. Spent most of his time in college with Wisconsin as a football linebacker. Played a year in Madison, the USHL, and he's got his team right back in it. Wagner from the corner, threw it off the board. Smedzrud behind the net for Davis. He emerges near corner, works his way to the point, left it to the point. There's a shot off the stick of Xavier Bernard, who Ross is able to fight that one off. Wagner pinwheeling away there from Bates, centered it to the near side, and Davis had that skip by him. He collects off the boards, throws it out in front, and that deflected just wide there by Smedzrud. Back to the point. Here's Bernard again. Rush buzzing in the offensive end. Smedzrud fanning the shot. He gets it back. The shot blocked by Lloyd. They battle for it there. Davis down the wall, too far for Wagner. Behind the net for Bates. He comes into the far side, overskated the puck and coughed it up. Smedzrud left corner, out in front. The one-timer saved by Ross. Denying. That was Quinn Olson cruising down the slot. Smedzrud far corner. 7:30 to play here in the second. To the point, look out. Olson right dot. He's got it. Let a shot go off the side of the net. Pulled free here by Lloyd. Up the wall for Kressa. In front there for Peter Bates, who chips it up the wall, but it is going to be an icing here with 7:13 to play in the second period. So if the Thunder get this building into it, everybody's on their feet. There's energy in the crowd. And Jason and I might be beating a dead horse about this, but it seems like time and time again the Thunder just cannot carry that momentum.
Just a tough break. I mean, Nico's one-on-one at the red line. They're almost stride for stride, and he just lost his footing and fell down, couldn't get back into the play, and then Ratzlav was able to beat Ross off that opportunity.
It's Ratzlav's second of the campaign, the freshman, or the rookie out of St. Thomas. He transferred to St. Thomas after leaving Wisconsin as part of a injury that kept him sidelined for multiple years. He's got his team back in it now, and Chizowski in the near corner pulls it free for Rapid to the right point. His shot was blocked. Karams to the far side. Somerville up the wall, keeps it in, and Ratzlav had that skip off his stick, and Thunder able to clear it. Here's TJ Lloyd scampering through center, threw it on goal. Murphy able to direct it behind his goal. Rush throw it up the wall. Chizowski right back to Quinn Olson. He busts into the zone. Right side Bennett. Into the slot, left wing side. Here's a shot there, and Ross gobbles it up. There was a good chance there for Russell, but Ross is able to hold on. 6:29 to go here in the second period. We'll step aside. Back with more in a moment on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
It was just my first car accident, so I was really shocked that this happened. I only remember us crashing and us flying.
As a family-owned business that has experienced the tragedy of a collision, we personally understand the importance of relying on a safe vehicle. From free consultations to expert repairs, we're here to make sure that your vehicle protects what is most important. At Best Body Shop, we're here because we've been there.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
They're back here inside Interest Bank Arena. Reagan Cleaves alongside Jason Malz. Jay Dickman opened the scoring at 10:32. However, the Rush come right back the other way and make it a 1-1 game on a really nice play by Ratzlaff, Jason.
Yeah, it all started at the blue line. The Thunder were weaving up top. Noah Beck gets a pretty good look at a shooting lane. Unfortunately, the puck's off the ice. It hits Ratzlaff in the glove, and he starts the rush back the other way, pretty much doing it all himself.
The Rush scoring on the rush. They'll now have an offensive zone face-off in the left wing circle. Thunder win it, though. They clear it out through the middle, but it was knocked down at center, and the Thunder have to retreat. They just haven't been able to connect on a lot of passes. It's been a lot of Hail Marys. And now Stenell tips this in, and oh boy, Jeffers looked like he was going to get to that puck first. He was the first, had the inside position, and they looked like they were tied to the dot. Nonetheless, it's going to be an icing here on Wichita.
I got to tell you, you must be hanging around me too much because you're getting irritated with officials, and you normally don't.
It looked like it wasn't. It looked like it shouldn't have been an icing.
And then you were getting irritated by the non-call on that broken stick. We love officials, I promise.
I got to call them as I see them. Face off to the left of Roddy Ross. Came up to the point. Good keep there by Russell. He'll play it off the boards. Oh, that hit the referee in the far side. Thunder will take that break. Now it's cleared up to the point. Thunder able to get it out after Russell knocked it down. And now this is going to go for an icing against Rapid. 6 minutes to go here in the second period.
Well, you were talking about getting the audience, the crowd back into the game with that goal. Wichita's got to find a way to regain that energy, and this is a great opportunity with the icing call. 6 minutes to go here in this second period.
That means 6 minutes of game time for you to bid on these jerseys on Dash. And the Thunder wearing these commemorative jerseys in honor of the 1980 Olympic team. Also was a part of 3-1-6 night. Stenell, good keeping at the line. Look out, he's got Finnegan in the slot. Fires a shot. Oh, he just ripped it high. That took an odd carom off the end boards, and now icing's going to be waved off. Proctor rifles it around the boards. Russell stepping in for the point. Keeps it alive. Again, hit the referee down in the corner. Finnegan able to pull it free. He's got Jeffers up the right wing, trying to bounce it off the boards. He's got Stenell, who's got goals in back-to-back games. Pulls free to the slot. Jeffers there. He fires that one just wide. Down the wall.
I think you've said that 3 times in a row, or the Thunder have had some grade A looks and just can't hit the net.
Now the rush the other way. Wagner over the line. He got it free. Poked off the stick there of Pierce. He gets it back off the end boards. Davis scoops up the loose change to the point there for Pierce. He'll take a look. A shot. That went in and out of the glove of Ross. He was a little shaken up. That one caught him up in the mask. Hope he's all right there. And again, another miscue through center. Thunder cough it up. And it'll be taken by Davis back in his own end.
Yeah, that line was gassed.
They were gassed, and now the puck will roll in on Ross, and he'll hold. With 4:38 to play here in the second period. Shots 31-17 in favor of Rapid City. Ross has stood tall so far. We'll step aside. 4:38 to play in the second period. Back with more in a moment on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Everybody's working for the weekdays.
It's time to celebrate the weekdays with new IHOP House Faves.
Everybody wants IHOP House Faves.
All of your favorites for just $7.
Everybody's working for the weekdays.
Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Get it all on Monday through Friday.
Only at IHOP. Let's put a smile on your plate. For a limited time at participating restaurants, price may vary.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with savings on Bud Light 24 packs, just $25.99.
And Jose Cuervo Silver, 1.75 liters, only $32.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Neighborhood locations with superstore pricing.
Slim Chickens, proud support.
When it comes to finding the right physical therapist to help.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
We're back here inside the Interest Bank Arena. Reagan Cleaves, Jason Mouse. The Olympics getting their opening ceremonies underway. Men's tournament to start here in a couple of days.
I heard you through the office earlier today talking about some play. Maybe we can have a conversation about that at a stoppage.
Olsen keeps it in at the left point for Rapid, but it's picked up here by Peter Bates. He'll meander over the line left wing, dump it around the boards. Across the way there, first to it is Dickman. He's got it far corner to the point there for Gormley. Left side for Beck. Back there for Bates. He'll circle at the point. Gormley right side. Back to Bates. As the Thunder do that duck and weave. Well, they cough it up, and a good play there by Pauls to work it free. Quinn Olsen, Chizowski. He threw it too far for Olsen on the return feed. Now Chizowski from a tight angle on the dot. Stripped off his stick, and now Beck has a 3-on-1. Thunder in a clump over the line. Wrapped it off for Krenkovic, and he got rubbed off the play there by Chase Pauls. Now Olsen at center. Chizowski got knocked down. At the red line, got tangled up there, looked like with Peter Bates.
Bates kind of looking around like he thought he was going to get called for a penalty.
Well, the referees have certainly let the boys play here tonight. As we're 1-1 with 3:33 left here in this period. Good play by Dickman to shovel it on ahead. Nardicia gets rubbed off the puck. Thunder wanted a call, and they're not going to get one. Somerville at the line across the way. Caught up at the feet of the linesman. He's up on the top of the boards as the Thunder are able to get it in. Nardicia threw an extra shove there to Lucas Helland, who is the replacement for Cameron Buell after the game on Wednesday. Left wing side, here's the rush. They throw it in the middle, and good pressure there from Seth Fighton to kind of throw it on goal, and was going after the puck, but he let up when Ross covered it.
It's pretty impressed so far with both these teams and their back pressure. It feels like each team is going to get an odd man chance, but the back checkers are getting into the play, stymieing them up, and then trying to turn it back the other way on both sides.
I was mentioning the Olympics, the women's team out of Switzerland with a big upset over Czechia. Look out right off the face-off. There's a one-timer for the point there by Bernard. Blackwell deflects it up and out of play. That went to a 7-8 round shootout, and the Swiss pick up the victory.
Well, that's what you guys were yelling in the office.
That's what we were yelling about in the office.
Also, Italy got their first ever win in women's hockey at the Olympics.
Who'd they knock off?
I can't remember who it was. You might have to look at it. I saw it on Instagram.
Italy knocked off France 4-1 yesterday. U.S. beat Czechia 5-1 in their opening game. Bernard at the point, off the face-off. There, left it off, and the shot snapped high there by Briley Wood. Pilon, his pass picked off, and Nardici gets cross-checked right in the circle, and that'll draw the ire of the Wichita fans. Now look out, Ekstrom dancing into the zone on left wing. Pulls up top of the circle, dropped it off. There's a one-timer, and Ross gobbles it up there from Bobby Russell. And the referee is not having any guff from anybody in a white sweater right now.
Oh, he's saying that Nardicia dove. That was a clear cross-check right to the back of the numbers. And now Declan Smith arguing with Siegel, who is not going to talk to anybody unless they have a letter on their jersey.
And Declan Smith has been good over the last couple of games. 3 points in the last 3, including 2 assists in Wednesday's contest. Face off to the right of Roddy Ross.
Always has a smile on his face whenever we see him down in the locker room.
It's always fun, those tough guys. Declan Smith, Lucas Van Roboys, get to that in a minute. Look out. Rush have it in front, the centering feed knocked away. Wagner dances to the point with 2.5 to play. I'll let the shot go. That's deflected up, almost out of play, but off the high glass and stays in. Ratzlaff from the point and lets a shot go, and a great deflection there by Chaz Smedsrud. Right as he crossed the slot, able to get a stick on it and up into the paraphernalia of Ross, who holds on. But those tough guys always seem to have these these great personalities. They're always smiling. They always seem to have a good time when they do it. You just don't want to meet them on the ice.
They came into our equipment manager's office and looked at the two of us and said, "Hey, you gonna hype me up on the air tonight?"
Well, when he plays like he has over the last couple of games, we've got a reason to hype him up. Either that or when he gets into a scrap. And he has played well over the last couple of games, as I mentioned. 3 points in his last 3 games, icing the call here against Wichita. And it's been good to see him get right back into the swing of things over the last month after missing almost the entirety of January, or pardon me, the entirety of December with an upper body injury. He had a point streak. He had a couple of points in his first 2 return games. Racked up a 3-game point streak, bookending that time out of the lineup. Thunder win the defensive zone face-off. They'll clear it off the high glass and down the ice. They've got to find a way to not ice these pucks. This line has been out there a while. It's just gonna make this end of this period slower. And at this point, when you're being outshot by double, 34-17, you just want to get out of the frame and into the locker room.
You kind of took the wind out of my sails right there. I felt like this period has kind of gone a little bit faster than the first, but the icing certainly slowing it down.
Certainly. Face off to the right of Ross again. Bates to dig in. Battles for it with Davis. It pops into the slot, and it'll be scooped away by Nolan Neen. He throws a blind pass through the middle. It's picked off. Smezrud left side. Dumped it down low into the corner. Davis had it poked away from him. Smezrud gets it back. Trying to direct traffic, left it off there for Wagner. Ducks down low, but Davis, who picked up the loose change, trying to muscle that puck free in the battle. Olsen on the wall, pitchforks this down the ice. It's gonna go all the way down, and icing's waved off. Great hustle there by Matt Krasa to beat out that icing, and now he's causing havoc in the offensive zone right now. He gets worked free of the puck, though. Wagner up the wing, Chizowski. Across that line they go. He coughed up the puck. Jeffers worked it free. Back on the near side to Proctor. Stretch pass, look out. Here's Finnegan, 2-on-1 to the back door. Jeffers right there, but it was on his backhand. Now he battles free behind the net, and that's just an ill-advised pass there from Finnegan. I know he's on his backhand, but look out, and the puck's going to deflect into the Rapid City bench. But Finnegan has a good look. The defender's peeling away to go to Jeffers, and he's got a good look at the shot and elects to pass it.
Well, unfortunately, he did see a defender coming on his backside, but you know, you're a righty on your off wing. You got to put that puck on the inside of your body, get a better look and see where the pressure's coming from, and he's got to take that right to the net and get a shot on net. And Joe and I were just a little bit frustrated that Wichita couldn't get a scoring chance.
I think all 3 of us were frustrated, as well as the couple thousand here in the building at that opportunity. And again, the Thunder have had their good looks. Dickman did get them going with the goal, which is why we sit 1-1. Here's a shot from the left wing by Chizowski as the rusher right back in. They're now out shooting the Thunder 35-17. The ice has been tilted all the way down toward Wichita's goal here the last 10 minutes of play. Quinn Olsen from center. His pass deflected right into the hands of Finnegan. Worked away from him, and now the Thunder able to get it out. Here's Finnegan with Stenell across the line. He'll walk the line into the slot, left it off. Gormley out in front. Finnegan just couldn't find it on the cross ice feed. Well, the Thunder trying to battle it out now. Beck rips his stick away there from Bennett, and that'll do it for the period. Some fireworks there, a good chance for Finnegan, but it stays out of the net, and we go to the break, 1-1.
You know, Ryan Finnegan, even though he didn't get a shot off there, he's been very noticeable in this game. He's showing a ton of speed. The one thing you would ask him is the amount of shots that he's missed the net. He's trying to go up top to beat Connor Murphy, and he's probably had about 3 or 4 go right over the crossbar, but he has that feel, for me, like he's got a goal coming on his stick at some point.
We'll step aside. Toyota intermission report coming up next. We're tied at 1 after 40 here on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with savings on Bud Light 24 packs, just $25.99.
And Jose Cuervo Silver, 1.75 liters, only $32.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Neighborhood locations with superstore pricing.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with savings on Bud Light 24 packs, just $25.99.
And Jose Cuervo Silver, 1.75 liters, only $32.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Neighborhood locations with superstore pricing.
Slim Chickens, proud supporter of Wichita Thunder Hockey, is best known for buttermilk marinated hand-breaded chicken tenders, always made fresh and served with your choice of house dipping sauces using only the freshest ingredients, all served in a family atmosphere where people can relax and feel at home. Download the Slim Chickens app today. It's the easiest way to order, plus you can rack up some delicious rewards. Slim Chickens, fresh, delicious chicken.
It's so peaceful sitting out here after a long day.
This deck was a great idea, honey. Hey neighbors, your new deck is beautiful. My wife is asking who installed it. The professionals at All States Home Improvement. They made it easy, and we love having this new space to relax and unwind. You can call them at 316-444-1220 or check them out online at allstateshomeimprovement.com. I didn't know they did decks. They replaced my roof and siding. I'm gonna call All States Home Improvement and get an estimate on a deck today.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with another great deal on 90 plus wines, 750 ml, just $9.99.
And Seagram 7, 1.75 liters, only $19.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Neighborhood locations with superstore pricing.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
If you or a loved one has been a victim of personal injury, including medical malpractice and vehicle accidents, don't hesitate to contact Prochaska, Howell & Prochaska today. For more than 38 years, our experienced team has helped fight for your rights, regardless of your legal status, and we guarantee there will be no cost until we win. Prochaska, Howell & Prochaska will be there to assist you and help you navigate the complicated legal process. So call us now at 316-683-9080 or find us online at phpattorneys.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hello?
Judy, it's Barb.
Barbara, how's everything?
Well, Mom slipped in the shower this morning and messed up her knee. I need to know, who put in that new shower with the seat and grab bar in your mom's bathroom?
All States Home Improvement.
Right now, receive 25% off installation, and qualified buyers receive interest-free financing for 18 months. Call the company your neighbors trust. All States Home Improvement at 444-1220 for all your windows, siding, roof, bath, and deck needs. Let our family work for yours.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, we're back here at Intrust Bank Arena where the Wichita Thunder and the Rapid City Rush are in the intermission, presented by Toyota. I want to say thank you to all of our great partners here tonight for I Love Wichita Night. It's always a fun night to be out here and watching 316 I Love Wichita Night. A big thank you to Davis Moore and Renee Inserti and her staff for being a part of this game for a number of years. Also want to say thank you to Joe Bravo Aviation, who's in attendance here tonight. Kansas Loan Man and Gold Mortgage. Thank you to Will King. He's been a longtime partner of the Thunder for this evening as well. Big Fish Bail Bonds, a brand new partner this year. Kansas Health Science University, the Kansas College of Osteopathic Medicine, and Hajoka. So, you know, this night was designed back, I want to say right around 13, 14, right around that time frame where, you know, the city of Wichita really started to kind of embrace the hashtag I Love Wichita. The Wichita flag was a big thing where all around the city there were murals, people were honoring the Wichita flag and just pride in our city. And so we wanted to jump on board of that and really celebrate this great city and what it means to everybody in the community, including myself, who Of course, I'm a transplant. I know Reagan's a transplant. A lot of the people in our office are actually not even from the Wichita area, but we're proud to be a part of this community, and we do thank all of those great partners for jumping on board for this tonight. Tomorrow night is a brand new promotion. It's Emo Night as we celebrate the grunge rock era. Things like, I think, Fall Out Boy and Three Doors Down, maybe. I'm trying to think of some other emo bands that are a part of the that era, but it's Emo Night. There's a special t-shirt that you can purchase online. Go to the Wichita Thunder website and you just click on the Game Center page or the full details on the home page. It says full game details, and you can find out more about that t-shirt. That if at the top of the page it says Emo t-shirt, or you can scroll down and see the design, and that will be also available inside the Thunder team store as well. Also, college students can get a $10 college ticket tomorrow, and that's presented by a brand new partner this year, Real American Beer Company. So thank you to Real American Beer as we celebrate all the different colleges around the Wichita Metro. Thank you to Bethany College, McPherson College, Bethel College, Wichita State University, Franz Newman. I mean, there are so many great universities here in this area, along with KU, K-State, and not even just the schools in this area. I mean, if you go down into Oklahoma, we're talking even more. Oklahoma State, OU. There's a huge amount of Boomer Sooner fans in this market. There's actually a Sooner fan club that is really big in the area. I know that Mark Chamberlain, who used to be with a local advertising agency, has been a part of that for a long, long time. So we do appreciate all the different colleges in this market. And then on Friday, February the 13th, it's Toyota Community Night, also presented by Quick Trip and Umi Steakhouse and Sushi Bar. So head on over to any local partners around the Wichita Metro and get those upper level tickets that you can redeem for a complimentary upper level ticket. You can also upgrade into the lower level. I think I mentioned already the Sweetheart Date Night package. There are only availability for February the 13th, but we do have that special Valentine's promotion going on to celebrate Valentine's Day on Saturday the 14th, and then Sunday is February the 15th with kids 12 and under on us. So make sure you call the Thunder office for more information. And then the Thunder are going to be off in terms of playing home games. Wichita will not be in this building from February the 15th until March the 20th. That is a very long road trip. I believe it's 12 games in total and just over a month. And the next home game after the 15th of February is Military Appreciation and Boy Scout Night, which is presented by Bonefish Grill and Golden Plains Credit Union, along with McPherson College and more. So, make sure you get on out to the games here in the month of February before this team will not be in town, as Wichita will head not only out to Kansas City, the Thunder will be out in Idaho, but Wichita will head in the month of March out to Indy and Toledo, just to name of the few places that Wichita will be traveling. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll recap that second period of play. Our intermission report presented by Toyota. We'll have the Sonic scoring summary just around the corner here on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network. Back after this.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
When it's time to pop the question, don't settle for ordinary. At Brunel's Fine Jewelry and Design, you'll find stunning engagement rings in every style, from vintage modern to the ever-popular hidden halo. Or work with our in-house designer to create a custom ring as unique as your love story. Choose from diamonds in every shape and size to fit your vision and your budget. Brunel's Fine Jewelry and Design on the northeast corner of Rock and Central, or online at brunels.com, where Wichita gets engaged.
Looking for the spot to catch every game? Head to Little Buster's Sports Bar and Grill, Derby's home for sports, food, and good times. Happy hour? We've got it every day from 3 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, Brock specials that'll hit the spot. Wednesdays, $6 Philly cheesesteaks that don't mess around. And Sundays, wings for just 88 cents each. You heard that right. Big screens, cold drinks, killer food. The best place to watch all the games? It's right here. Little Buster's in Derby. LittleBustersDerby.com.
Step into a world of financial clarity and trusted expertise. At The Broker Shop, get pre-qualified in just under 2 minutes. We work with small business owners who want to take control of their finances and plan for the future. No credit check required. Skip the bank, secure the funds. This is hassle-free direct business lending. Every financial plan we create is tailored to your unique goals, lifestyle, and risk tolerance. Contact us at 877-888-4278 or email us at nkahn@thebrokershopinc.com.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, welcome back on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network. If you're watching on FloHockey, hopefully it's fixed, by the way, because they were having some issues with the servers, so I'm not sure if they are back online yet or not. There was some problems with trying to get the feed going, and hopefully they were able to fix that. If not, then you certainly can tune into us on our Mixler feed on the Sinbin Mixler channel. Just go to WichitaThunder.com, click media, and then watch or listen live, and that's where you can find those channels. Let's look at the Sonic drive-in scoring summary with both goals coming in the second period. Jane Dickman's 10th of the year on a redirect as he was standing right in front of the net. Kyle Kronkovic fires a wrist shot that gets put off of Jay's stick past Connor Murphy. 10:32 time of the goal, and that made it 1-0 Wichita. But then Jake Ratzlaff blocked a Noah Beck shot from the high slot, skates all the way back into the Thunder zone on a 2-on-1, and might have got kind of caught Ronnie Ross leaning a little bit. I'm not sure if Ronnie was playing pass or not, but you have to take another look at the replay. He is able to beat Ronnie Ross for his second of the season. An unassisted goal at 11:24, and that goal ends up taking away those free classic Frosties from fans in attendance. So maybe the Thunder can hold Rapid off the scoreboard tomorrow. And hopefully if they are able to do that, then fans can get those free Frosties from Wendy's. Shots on net presented by IHOP. Wichita with 17 in the game so far, 8 in the second period. They rush with 21 shots in the second period, a game total of 35. And Wichita's 30-plus shot streak is in jeopardy here tonight. Let's see if they can do what they did the other night on Wednesday in the second period and find a way to get some offense going. But Rapid City is really putting the clamps down here so far in this game. And a lot of that also, I think, has to do with the fact that Wichita has not been able to hit the nets, as we've seen about 4 or 5 opportunities go over the crossbar. Rapid City 0 for 1 on the power play. TJ Lloyd, a tripping minor at 2:54. That's the only penalty so far in this game, and that's presented by Little Buster Sports Bar and Grill located in Derby. Want to say thank you to Little Busters. They have all the road games and the home games on the televisions when the Thunder are playing. And, you know, while we are on the road for that extended road trip, head on over to Little Busters in Derby, and you can catch Thunder hockey on FloHockey TV down with Kyle and his staff, as well as we do want to say thank you to Jumpstart Gas Stations for being a partner on that too. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Wendy's. Full slate of games here this evening. The Reading Royals a 5-2 victory over Greensboro. That was earlier this evening. Going final in Michigan, the Kalamazoo Wings lose 5-2 on home ice to Bloomington. Bloomington have a pretty good bounce-back season in their second year as a professional team. At Enmarket Arena, just going final, Savannah with a 4-2 victory over the Florida Everblades. So a pretty big upset right there. You know, Savannah's having a better season, just 4 games above 500, but Florida is certainly one of the best teams in the ECHL. Adirondack 5, Trois-Rivières 3, so Adirondack goes into Canada and they win that game. Thunder will see the Lions later on this season, and Trois-Rivières is 2 games below 500, which is somewhat of a surprise after winning the Kelly Cup this past year. At Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia, in overtime, 3-3 between the Icemen and the Gladiators. Also going into overtime, tied at 2, the Wheeling Nailers on home ice against Indy. Orlando right now is losing 6-3 in the third period. That's about to go final in Maine. So the Maine Mariners about to earn their 21st victory of the season. Toledo is trailing on home ice against Cincinnati 5-3. 6-1, the Fort Wayne Comets blowing out the Iowa Heartlanders on home ice. 8:35 to go in the third period in that game. 2-1 Tulsa as they go ahead on the Kansas City Mavericks. A goal from Tyrell Goulbourne, a minute and 12 seconds into the second period, made it 2-0. Jack Randall scored late in the period to make it a 1-goal game. The Allen Americans a 3-1 lead over Norfolk. And the other games going on later this evening. Actually, let me correct myself. The Steelheads have a 2-1 lead on Greenville. And then Utah and Tahoe, 7 p.m. in the Pacific time zone. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the start of the third. Back after this from Trust Bank Arena. Reagan will take the reins. Thunder and Rapid tied at a goal apiece.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Hi, this is Brian Davis with Davis Liquor Outlet.
And this is Blake Davis with a deal on 19 Crimes Cali Wines, just $10.99.
And for you white wine lovers, Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc, only $13.99.
Davis Liquor Outlet.
Each store independently owned and operated.
Wichita owned, Wichita proud.
OxyChem is proud to be a part of the Wichita community. We make products that elevate the quality of life in our community. Our work helps make water safe to drink, supports health and wellness through high-quality disinfectants, enables world-class medical care, and strengthens food security for the people of Sedgwick County. Our essential chemistry helps everyone in Wichita.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
We're back for the play-by-play of period number 3. Reagan Cleaves alongside Jason Malz as the two teams down below back out onto the ice, deadlocked at 1. As we head to the final frame of regulation, 2 points separating these two teams. Again, the Thunder in 5th place entering the night, 17-16, 3-4 in the Mountain Division. Rapid City at 18-21, 3-0, and 39 points. So the winner of this game will, if Wichita wins it, they will secure themselves a spot and they'll secure themselves the 5th spot in the division coming out of the weekend. If Rapid City comes back, Rapid City wins this period, the Thunder and Rapid will find themselves playing in a rubber match tomorrow. Play underway here in the third period. Looked out, scampering free Jeffers back to Stenell, and he lost an edge. Meanwhile, Smezrud hammered to the penalty box door right in front of off-ice official Kent Royal. Now look out, the Thunder have it on a 2-on-1. A blast there from Stenell off the side of the net. Now it comes back out, and Rapid has numbers. Over the line, Smezrud lost the puck, and he got taken down wanting a penalty. Probably should have gotten one there from Neen. Now look out, Krinkovic the other way. He gets hooked, throws it on goal, and Murphy somehow kept that out, but it is going to go to a power play for Wichita. Krinkovic makes a really nice play to get to the outside, and Xavier Bernard, who came back to Rapid from Calgary earlier this week, wrapped him up in a bear hug. And the Thunder are going to go to the power play here just 45 seconds in. A couple of really good chances for both clubs off the hop. But now the Thunder are going to go to work. They were 0 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Overall against Rapid, they're 2 for 9. Time of the penalty, 45 seconds. Face off to the right of Murphy, won by Wichita. Top of the left circle, there's a shot. That was deflected wide. Rebound popped into the slot. Krnkovic directed it to the point for back. He gets it back on a pass from Bates as they play catch. Krnkovic along the wall. Left it down low. Bates tries to jam it out in front. Murphy made the save, and the rebound taken and cleared with 1:40 to go in the power play. Here's Peter Bates wheeling up the zone into the rapid end. Ratzlaff takes it, clears it down the ice. Thunder, that dump and chase isn't going to work for them here on the power play. See if they can establish the zone here. Here's back, dancing in left side. A shot that was blockered away there by Murphy. Rapid gets to it, clears it but not out. Bates kept it in. Look out, man in front. That was Stenell. He coughed up the puck. Across the way, Dickman rubbed off the boards there by Ratzlaff. Behind the net, Krnkovic. He's hauled down there by Ratzlaff, and it's cleared down the ice by Rapid. 57 seconds to go in the power play. Again, this Rapid team has struggled all season on the penalty kill. They're second to last in that regard. 75%. Thunder working in. Shot by Olsen on the rebound. Cleared to the line but not out. Here's Nolan Neen dancing down the left wall. We'll throw it off the end boards. Finnegan right wall. Down into the pie slice there for Jeffers. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Lloyd. Left wing side. Neen steps in. A shot. He snapped that one wide. Boy, it'd be fun for him to get his 100th career ECHL point here tonight. Here's Jeffers, top of the right circle, and his 100th game. Snapped it high, and it caroms all the way out to center with 9 to go in the power play. So that'll do it and fizzle out. Maybe the Thunder get a couple of good looks.
There must be a scouting report here tonight about going up high on Murphy, because Wichita is trying to go up top, both on glove and blocker side.
Oh, look out. Here's Bernard, left wing side on the stretch pass. He'll tee it up and fire and score. My goodness. Xavier Bernard, a horrible change for Wichita. He just takes it all the way from the blue line, wanders to the top of the circle, tees it up, and telegraphs it about as much as you could, and blasts it by the blocker of Ross. It's 2-1 Rapid City.
Looked to me like Ross, he's challenging. Can't tell if he's off his angle or if he's reading that he's going far side, but you cannot get beat short side like that with a slap shot from the top of the circle.
It's a good shot, but again, if you're Ross, you got to be able to get over there and to make that save. Bernard's third of the year, and that's after the Thunder had started that period quite well. Had 4 shots to start the frame, and then Rapid gets that one. Face-off will be now to the right of Murphy.
Well, that goal all started off of a turnover in the offensive zone. You know, Wichita's Ryan Finnegan streaking down the right boards. It's stripped away by Ian Pierce, and he just gets it to Bernard, who came out of the penalty box.
Thunder right off the face-off have that shot blocked. Rapid moving up ice. Quinn Olsen dancing in. Good pressure there by Nolan Neen to work him away, and Thunder takes a heavy fall into the boards. That was Nick Nardiche. He pops up, though, Rapid right on it, feet out in front, and Blake Bennett unable to tap it home. He now has it in the far corner. Xavier Bernard coughs it up. Thunder ROA. 3-on-2. Blackwell over the line, coughed it up, and he gets leveled into the boards there by Chizowski. Now Nardiche threw it out in front. Look out, loose puck, a shot, they score! Spencer Blackwell finds the loose change in the slot, fires it short side past Murphy. That's his third goal in the last 2 games, and we're back even. 3:43 into the third period.
Well, he made a nice play, Reagan, after taking it off the heel of his backhand on the wall. Didn't look like anything was going to come of that rush up the ice, but he got it deep into the zone, and then he fouled the play back to the front of the net, found a loose puck, and was able to score.
So Blackwell, that's his 9th of the campaign. Bouncing puck at center. Thunder throw it on in. Back up at the point on the near side. Ekstrom to Pilon. Over the line. Both throw it wide. It was going wide, but Ross comes out and snags it out of the air with 15:56 to play here in regulation.
Time for the Thunder goal, 3:43 of the third period.
Face off to the right of Ross here. And Ross has been sharp tonight, 34 saves so far. And those goals just coming less than a minute apart. Look out, Pilon in the slot. Shouldered away there by Ross, and another opportunity there by Pilon. And Gormley comes in, takes a whack at Riley Wood, as he was right on the doorstep.
You know what that goal means, Reagan? Thunder needs just one more for pancakes. Bring pancakes at IHOP. Yes, they are short stacks.
You read my mind, my friend.
I had a feeling you were going there.
4:15 gone here in the third. Again, if you're just joining us out of the break, Xavier Bernard gave Rapid City the lead right off of a Thunder power play. And then just 50 seconds later, Thunder tie the game up on Blackwell's third of the week. Bernard across the way. Throws it down low to the near side. Dickman. He sends it rink wide. Here's Bates cruising on it. Dropped it for Krinkovic. He had it lost in his skates, and now 3-on-1. Here's Wagner, right side, into the zone. Threw it out in front, and that was sent right by Smedzrud. Now Gormley back into the zone on right wing. Threw it across the way back. Hammer to the boards. There by Ratzlav to the point. Jeffers keeps it alive. Steps into the slot. Lets a shot go and into the glove there of Murphy. He holds on with 14:57 to play in the third period.
Well, these two teams just so close. I know the shots are lopsided right now, Reagan, but you know, Wichita scores, Rapid City answers. Thunder did the same right to Rapid City, taking that energy back. And let's see if Wichita can get the lead back here 5 minutes into the third.
Shots were 35-17 entering the frame. Thunder have outshot Rapid 6-4. And that goal was scored on Rapid's first shot of the period. Now look on off the draw. The Thunder walking in. That shot was blocked. Stenell threw it right into the body of Ratzlav. And now that clearing attempt hit a stanchion. And Lloyd's able to keep it in. Threw it around behind the net. Wanders up the far side. Good look out. Jeffers had it in the slot and it rolled off his stick. He's now battling forward in the near corner. That was a great effort by Wichita on the far side. I believe that was Declan Smith who worked it free. Now here's Ryan Finnegan trying to feed Smith on the far side. Check now, that's Stenell. They'll carry him off the end boards. Murphy will hold with 14:16 to play.
Man, he must have had his eyes wide open. And you find yourself with that much room in front of the net. And unfortunately, the puck hops over his blade. He couldn't get it to settle down, and a scoring chance missed right there. You said that was a terrific play, not only to keep the puck in because of the stanchion, but Mikkel Stenell was hounding the puck on the boards and was able to strip that. He's been really good on the forecheck, I think, here tonight.
He has, and now we have a face-off violation. The wingers on the near side were encroaching into the circle. So we'll redo everything, and Thunder looked like they won that draw cleanly. And now, Thunder are going to get kicked out of the circle. Did Olsen go early? I don't know. Peter Bates, right circle. Unable to win that free from Davis. Rush, take it and launch it down the ice. Another icing here. The call with just under 6 minutes gone here in this third period.
I'm being told, by the way, that FloHockey is back up. So
sweet.
Hopefully anybody who was trying to tune in, Rick Bernard, one of them, get the TV back on, Rick.
Good to know everything's back up on their end. I know they had some issues bleeding into Corey Barbarian's broadcast. Look out, a shot from the point. That trickled wide. Now here's Olsen on the right wall. He worked up the wall, threw it around behind the net for Bates. That fourth line out there supplemented by the captain. Proctor crunched to the boards there by Wagner. Wagner's a little fella. 5'9", 185, but he's throwing his weight around out there. Smedzerud off the turnover in the rapid end. Left it on the far side, rifled in by Davis. Smedzerud to the wall on the near side. Olsen picks it up off the turnover, throws it into the middle off of Krasa's stick. Thunder still able to pick it up, though. A pass ahead off of the skate of Peter Bates. That's going to be called an icing, even though it looked like Bates was at the red line. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, and so is head coach Bruce Ramsey. That looked like that hit off of Peter Bates at the red line. I don't know how you could be on the red line more than that.
Last two goals, Xavier Bernard at 253 from Davis and Pierce, and then Blackwell from Smith and Nardici at 343. That's where we're at here in the third.
And it's been a back and forth game, and much like on Wednesday's contest, except this time the roles were flipped. The team dominated that second period and come out of it with a slim advantage. Smith shot off the face-off, sailed high, right point Pauls. Near side to Smith, he'll tee it up and fire a shot through traffic, deflected there by Joyce. To the near side, Proctor. He emerges behind the net, far side, and lofts it down to the rapid end. Smith trying to catch Wichita on a change, ahead to Fighton. He motors down the left wing side, punch to the boards, Means right on him. Fighton trying to work away there. The Bowling Green product got it to the point where it's rolled around to the far side again off the end boards. Thunder almost cough it up there. They still have control. Smith on through center right side, trying to flip it ahead. Didn't get enough mustard on it, and it's cleared out quite easily by Rapid. Now over the line, here's Back, but his pass coughed up. Blackwell to Beck, a shot from a sharp angle. That's deflected up and out of play. Boy, what a good look there for Noah Beck on the far side. As that shot deflects up and out of play. Top of the ice, we'll take one as well. 2-2 the score here on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Attention all wing lovers. Craving the best chicken wings in town? Head over to Mr. Wings, a family-owned gem located at 3337 East Central. At Mr. Wings, every meal is made fresh to order, packed with flavor, and served with a whole lot of love. Meat is always marinated for 24 hours, never frozen, and packed with flavor. Don't forget to check out their juicy chicken tenders, chicken sandwich, and shakes while you're there. Mr. Wings. Wings, tenders, shakes, and more.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, both these teams have been fairly even throughout this series, but it's been a lot of back and forth action. You look, all three of their games to this point have been either one goal or two goal affairs. We'll wrap up the three-game series tomorrow here at home. First time that these two teams have been at Interest Bank Arena together since early in the 24-25 campaign. The Thunder have won the last 5 here in the Air Capital. Face off to the right of Rapid is the Thunder trying to come out of this one with a 6th straight victory. Rapid just barely over the line offside on a deflected feed. Now a stretch pass, Blackwell deflects it into the zone. Now down in the near pie slice, Smith and Ratzlaff to the boards. Picked up by Rapid and thrown out to center. It's been very messy hockey between these two teams so far here today. I don't know if it's familiarity or just another team really connecting much. And now Pilon and Blackwell are going to drop the gloves. Blackwell wrestling with Pilon in the right wall. Blackwell gets it right in there. There's an uppercut and another one. He's just throwing haymakers, and there they go down to the ice. Oh boy, Spencer Blackwell, have yourself a week. Those gloves went flying about a mile into the air, and Blackwell decided, I've had enough, and just started throwing them.
Well, now all we need for Spencer Blackwell is an assist for the Gordie Howe.
And initially, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he took a couple of uppercuts.
He fires up the crowd as he goes into the penalty box. It looked like he was going to initially have gotten the better of, or Pilon looked like he initially would have gotten the better of him in the fight. Blackwell wrestled himself free and then just started unloading with rights.
You know, that really didn't start as much. It was just two guys battling on the wall. It kind of erupted out of nowhere, Reagan. And like you mentioned, the rookie forward out of Lakehead University just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm ready to just drop the gloves. He's done that before. We've seen him fight earlier this season. He fought in the playoffs last year in Tahoe, and he's not scared to drop the gloves.
I love the fight from the rookie. Played a couple of games at the end of last season for Wichita after leading Lakehead in points his senior season. And he just unloaded on Darren Pilon, the third-year player. Both guys played in U Sports for a time being. And you know, I think I know why Spencer Blackwell's had himself such a week, Jason. Happy birthday to him.
I just want the Gordie Howe hat trick.
That would make it all the more special. And now Bennett takes a run after Nico Somerville at the neutral zone. And it comes to nothing. Dickman keeps it in left point, slides it across to the near side as we approach closer to the halfway mark of this third period in a tie hockey game. Lloyd, kitty corners it to the far side, cleared up the wall by Bennett. Not out, check that, that's Bernard. And right in front of the Rapid bench, it'll be Bennett. Over the line, right wing, look out, he centered it in front. Jazowski lets the shot go and jams the pad of Roddy Ross, and a crowd is gonna gather. And another scrum in the far side. Jazowski went in, jamming away at Roddy Ross. And now the helmet is off of Nico Somerville. He's given a couple of shoves toward Quinn Olson. And everything's going to kind of disperse here. And it looks like, I think Jazowski's going to get the penalty here for the extra shove.
And he went over and had a word with somebody on the Thunder bench. He's just jawing over there before taking a seat in the penalty box. But you gotta love the fight of Nico Somerville. Somerville's parents in town, they actually came up and said hello to us before the game. And it's funny, I got a text from Nico this morning that he wanted his parents to be sitting in an area where they can actually see, being somewhere closer to center ice. And he said, is there any way you can help me out? I said, yeah, I'll get those tickets sent to your Select-A-Seat account. We got a Select-A-Seat account set up. He's sitting over there right behind the bench in 115, cheering on their son, and now the Thunder will have a power play.
Second power play of the period for Wichita after Xavier Bernard went off earlier in the period. That power play came to nothing. The Thunder have struggled on the power play as of late. It seems like ages since they've gotten a power play goal. Beck, who leads the team in power play points, left it off left wing side, a shot off the side of the net. There by Mikkel Stenell, this top unit out there here for Wichita. It's that top line of Dickman, Krenkovic, and Bates out there with Stenell and Back. Here's Olsen in shorthanded after the rush had a shorty back on Wednesday. That came courtesy of their captain to make it a 4-2 game late. That chance comes to nothing though, and the Thunder charge back up ice. Stenell muscled off the puck. Murphy cleared it, but not out. Back, right wing side, off the boards. He played it to the point, off the skate of Bates. Back to back. Bates down the wall. He takes a look. Up top right point for back. He'll walk the line. Let Arisheko saving the rebound. Dickman was denied. Holy Lipton, what a save there by Murphy. Reached out with the paddle and kept it out. Now back to the point. Bottom of the right circle there for Krinkovic. Top of the slot back. Waits, fires wide. 57 to go in the power play. Bates in the corner to Krinkovic. Slides it across to Nell. Up top for Beck. The one-timer gloved out of the air. There by Murphy, and now Bernard and Dickman exchange some words. 48 to go in the power play.
Thunder, last time they scored a power play goal was on the 25th here in this building. They had 2 of them against the Tulsa Oilers. On home ice, Wichita 6th in the ECHL, Reagan, 21-94, 22.3%.
Rapid City on the road, 23rd in the league, 58 for 74 in the PK. Face off to the right. Here of Murphy, one cleanly by Rapid. They'll clear it up the wall and out. Here with 44 seconds to play in the power play. Again, Chizowski off for a slash. The Thunder navigating out of their own zone left to right. Here's Jeffers across that line. Right wing side, pulls up in the corner, dishes it up top for Nolan Neen. The alternate captain takes a look, fires right on, and swallowed into the crest. There by Connor Murphy. He's been put to work here tonight. Thunder out shooting Rapid here in this third period. Thunder now just 3 shots away from making it 14 consecutive with 30-plus shots for them, and for Allen, it'd be 30 straight games for them allowing 30 shots.
Did you mean Rapid?
Yes, I did mean Rapid, not Allen. My bad. Now Ross, off the clearing attempt, will leave it off for Nolan Neen, who will cruise on through center. Lead pass for Finnegan, over the line. He tried to toe drag, but he lost the puck. Now it's battled for the near boards. Thunder poke it down deep, but it's taken now by Rapid, and they clear it down the ice as the penalty expires. Thunder 0 for 2 here in the period and this game. We've hit now 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Gone here in this third period in a 2-2 hockey game. In a battle for the 5th spot in the Mountain Division. Gormley took an odd spill going into the boards. Check that was Nardicia. The Ferris State product has it on the near boards. Dishes it down into the near corner. Bernard. Chipped it up the wall. Scooped up there and moved out by Bobby Russell. At center, there's Davis. Back there for Xavier Bernard, who will circle back behind his own net. Will take some time as he cruises on through center. Russell from the red line dumps it in. Again, Ross will hold out. Teams have kind of settled things down after the fireworks there for a couple of minutes.
Thunder got a little bit lucky on that last exit by the rush. We'll get to that in a second.
Krinkovic threw it in front, and Nico Somerville blew a tire at the top of the slot. That's not the reason for the stoppage. There was a play down the left wing side, and the defender knocked the net off behind Murphy.
Getting back to my point, Rapid City is leaving their own defensive zone. Somerville and Jeffers looked like they were going to keep it in. They almost ran into each other, and that almost led to an odd man chance the other way.
8:13 to play here in the third period in a 2-2 game. It's kind of been the story of this series, Jason. You look back at only the third game of the season. Thunder won 1-0 in a really close shutout victory. The next night, it's a high-scoring 5-4 game. In overtime, it was Carter Wilkie who got the hat trick for Rapid to get them their first overtime victory of the year. Then last night, Thunder win a close one, or pardon me, back on Wednesday, and they win a close one 4-2. And here again, we're past the halfway mark in the third. Tied at 2. Face on left wing circle, Rapid end to our right. Off the draw, won by the rush. It'll be taken by Ian Pierce. Up the right wing side, tries to find Bennett, and he does. His lead pass, though, for Chizowski. Too far for him. Thunder have to now battle for the puck back in their own end. Krinkovic left it to the near side for back Dickman. Across to Bates. He'll pick up speed, turn on the afterburners over the line. He's harassed from behind there by Olsen, who eventually works the puck free and puts it behind Murphy. Up the far boards, it's cleared out. Finnegan with Olsen's stick all up in his gut. He was able to get the puck back, and now here's Krenkovic into the slot across. Finnegan out in front. It's loose in the slot and eventually knocked away. Good look there for John Gormley. Now to the point, bouncing puck. Beck trying to swat it down at center, but it was eventually deflected back into the Wichita end.
That was lucky that wasn't a hand pass. Might have drawn the whistle. Play continues.
I think Rapid might have got a piece of it, which negated it. Either way, it took a hop, so that wiped out the hand pass. 13 minutes gone here in the third period. Still 2-2 at IBA. Smith launches this in from center. Delayed offside will give Wichita some more time as they will move out left to right here. Second line out here. Here's Finnegan over the line. Pass too far for him. It'll be cleared to center where Proctor controls. Over the line to Finnegan. Will rifle it around the boards. Jeffers to it first. He's got Stenell trailing. Put it down low. Did Stenell. And the check got it to Jeffers. He threw it up top. Nardici off the bench. The shot that was blocked. And it might have gone high off of Ekstrom. Now Stenell blows a tire in the corner. Regains his feet. Gets to the top of the circle. Feeds it left side for Proctor at the line. Down the wall. Back up top. Oh, a huge hit there on Jeffers. Laid there by Chase Pauls. Now a shot in the left circle. Save Murphy. Rebound in front. And he holds on with 6:06 to play in the third.
I believe those two guys are going to get relieved out of the penalty box. They're just waiting for the official call from the linesman. We have a timeout on the ice.
I think the timeout's going to stay here. The linesmen are going to make sure Pilon and Blackwell don't get into any more extracurriculars here, as Blackwell gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Faceoff will be to the right of Murphy here.
You know, it looked like that 30 streak was going to be in jeopardy coming into the period, but Wichita has outshot Rapid City at this point in time, according at least to the scoreboard. If I'm reading this correctly, it is 16-5 in the third period.
The referee's trying to figure out if there's going to be a media timeout, and it looks like there will be. We'll take one as well. 6:06 to go in the third period. We're tied at 2. We'll come back with more here on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Attention all wing lovers. Craving the best chicken wings in town? Head over to Mr. Wings, a family-owned gem located at 3337 East Central. At Mr. Wings, every meal is made fresh to order, packed with flavor, and served with a whole lot of love. Meat is always marinated for 24 hours, never frozen, and packed with flavor. Don't forget to check out their juicy chicken tenders, chicken sandwich, and shakes while you're there. Mr. Wings. Wings, tenders, shakes, and more.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
35-63 on hand here to witness what has been a roller coaster of a game for Wichita fans. They got the lead at 10:32 of the second period. Ratzlaff got it tied just 50 seconds later, and then the Thunder pulled a switcheroo on the Rapid City rush and flipped the script in the third period. Rapid scored just 2:53 in. Bernard's third of the year. Blackwell tied it up 50 seconds later. And so we are here, tied 2-2, face-off in the Rapid City end to our right. Face-off one to the near boards by nobody in particular. It's cleared up the walls. Smedzrud got it into the middle. Davis walks through a man, right wing side, lets a shot go. That was blocked by Nico Somerville. Came free to the near corner for Wagner. Fights off a man, the captain. Button hooks at the top of the circle. He's got Smith right on him. Smith almost lost an edge. And again, Wagner still controls. Had the 2 Rapid City goals back on Wednesday. Doesn't have a point here tonight. Rolled it around to the far boards. Puck, Thunder thought it went out, but it stayed in. Right wing side, Davis in the corner. Works away from traffic. Into the slot, lets a shot go, blocked in front. Rebound, Rush still have it. Penalty coming up on Wichita. Hecklin Smith took down Smedzrud in front. And it's going to be a power play here for Wichita with 5:22, power play for Rapid with 5:22 to play here in the third period. We'll take a timeout. 2-2. Conclusion of the third coming up next on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Exceeding customers' expectations is our #1 priority. Share with us about your experience with All States Home Improvement.
All States has been around over 20 or 30 years, and we knew that only a good company could survive that long. We heard their promises, and when they came to our house and did the work, they lived up to every bit of their promises. Professional job done by reliable people.
Call 316-444-1220 for your windows, siding, roof, deck, or bath projects.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, a crucial power play and penalty kill combo coming up here. Wichita to the PK with Declan Smith in the box for 2 minutes. 5:22 remaining here in regulation. Smith off for a slash.
I think that's one of those penalties that you would say it's a good penalty. It prevents a potential goal. Roddy was kind of out of position near the crease. He's leaning to his right. The puck comes right across the blue paint, and you'd rather live to see another day on the penalty kill as opposed to giving up that scoring chance. So big penalty kill here, like Reagan talked about. Just over 5 to go in the third.
Thunder on the week are 5 for 5. They're 10 for 10 all year on Rapid City. Rapid City wins the faceoff. They had good control on their last opportunity that came midway through the game in the second period. Here's Olsen to the point for Wagner left side. He'll take a look. Down to Olsen, rink wide feed right circle to the back door, and Davis couldn't get a stick on it. Now Olsen again, his pass intercepted and thrown down the ice here by Wichita. Bates is gonna head off, Proctor too, so is Dickman. Replaced quickly by Finnegan, Gormley, and Nick Nardicia.
That was a good read there by Peter. Just stepped in front of the passing lane and cleared it down the ice.
90 seconds to go in the penalty. Over the line, here's Bennett. Button hooks along the wall, fed it back up top for Wagner. Back to Bennett, top of the right circle. Down low for Davis, tries to jam it home on the short side, and Ross there with the shoulder to hold on and smother the rebound.
You know, Wichita got lucky right there. Nardicia had his stick knocked out of his hands as he was coming into the zone, and it almost became a 5-on-3 with Nardicia without a stick, and then Roddy standing his ground after you look at the replay.
Ross, that's his 40th save of the night. Previous high for him in a game was 37 saves. That came back December 19th in a Herculean effort against Tahoe. He's been sharp tonight. Face off to his left. And the zone to our left as well. Thunder win it, but can't maintain control. Rapid takes it in the near corner, and the pass had enough mustard on it to roll around the boards and out to center.
Play helped the Thunder out. It was a rim up the wall, and when you're in that 1-3-1, it's hard to get that other defenseman on the weak side to keep the puck in.
Look out, Wagner dancing in left wing side, split the defense. Gormley did a good job to take him off the play and slam him to the boards. To the point, Bennett keeps it alive. Chizowski left wall, the point for Bennett again. Right wing side there for Wagner. Rink wide feed, Chizowski dangling down into the slot. A shot deflects up and out of play with under 4 to play in the third.
Great play there by Noah Beck. I think that's one area of his game that he's really tried to improve on, but does a terrific job of fronting Chizowski at the top of the near circle. Got a piece that deflected it into the netting.
Once again, the draw will be to the right of Ross. 37 to go on the Smith minor penalty. Davis, Olsen, Chizowski, Bennett, Wagner out there for Rapid City. Thunder have Dickman, Bates, Proctor, and Neen. Good play there by Proctor to take down Chizowski in the corner, and in the process work the puck free and clear it down. Under half a minute to go in the PK. Here's Bennett picking up speed. Over the line they go. Right wing side. Davis throws it around the boards. Olsen in the near corner. Put it behind the net. Thunder able to get it out to center. That was Proctor who cleared up ice initially. Good forecheck here by the big fella, Jay Dickman. 3 seconds to go in the penalty. Smith hops out of the box, and the Thunder are back to full strength. Jazowski over the line there for Bennett. He toe drags into the slot. Loose puck picked up here by Finnegan along the near boards. He's got Smith with him. Over the line they go, right wing into the middle. Rolled off the stick of Proctor, though, as he was up in the rush. It's now taken by Rapid, cleared down the ice, and icing the call here on Rapid. Bennett's going to have to stay out. Olsen, too. With 3 minutes to play, the Thunder are going to have an offensive zone faceoff.
It looked like Wichita was going to get an on-man chance right there. The Rush did a good job of making it a 3-on-3, and then the Thunder couldn't get a shot off. You know, he's coming up the middle of the ice. Finnegan up the right wing. I thought he had Smith there for a second on a breakaway chance, but he decided to hold on to the puck.
And Proctor was right down the middle with a good opportunity. Face off in the left wing circle, Rapid City yet. Second line out there, Finnegan directing traffic. He's going to take the draw against Quinn Olsen. Off the tie-up, on the draw, Wagner picks it up. He clears it, took a couple of odd hops, wound up at the line where they battle for it there. Jeffers unable to gain control. Quinn Olsen plays it back defensively. Bennett threw it up, Pilon deflected it in. Somerville, far corner, beaten to the puck there by Riley Wood. Russell left point, shot blocked there by Peter Bates, stuck out the skate. Check that was Jeffers. And now it's muscled on ahead. Somerville settling it down. To the far corner he goes. Runs it to the near side, Lloyd at the point. He fired one on, that was blocked. In front there by Bernard, and now Pilon. Across that line, lost control of the puck. And he's offside as a result. 2:17 to play now in regulation.
TJ Lloyd had a wide open lane to get the shot on that. I'm not sure if he was trying to dump that in the corner, but he threw it right into a defenseman's skates and then got lucky that Rapid City didn't have an odd-man chance back the other way.
Face off in front of the Wichita bench. First line against third line here, as Wichita has Dickman, Krenkovic, and Bates out. Gormley behind the net defensively here for Beck, and the ASU product cut into the middle, and he almost coughed that up. In fact, he did. He's able to get to it, though. Good effort and clear it out. Pauls threw it to Wood, who plays it back defensively under 120 to go here in this third period. Now Krenkovic took down Riley Wood. It's going to be a penalty. Krenkovic didn't have his feet moving, stuck out the stick, took down Riley Wood, and the Rush are going to go to the power play with 1:46 seconds to go in regulation.
Bruce Ramsey thinks that's a dive. I don't know about that one. I thought he clearly got his skate, but it's going to be a power play for 2 minutes, the fourth of the game, or my mistake, third of the game.
(18:14) the time of the penalty. Thunder 11 for 11 on the year against Rapid. None more crucial than this one.
Bradley Wood sold that pretty well, even though it was in his feet.
Peter Bates to dig in with Davis. Davis is going to get tossed out of the circle here. Olsen's going to come in and take it left wing side. Tie-up, one by Jay Dickman. The linesman got caught up again. Dickman's just wandering through the neutral zone. He gets leveled there by a Walker. That'll bring the Rapid City bench to their feet.
It's a pretty big size disadvantage. Wagner and Dickman just angled him right into the boards.
I think Dickman might have lost it, or might have got his skate caught up too. He was adjusting something walking away from the play. 80 seconds to play here in regulation. Rapid on a power play for the remainder of the time. Olsen, right wing side, dropped it off Bennett. Look out, he's got Jazowski, top of the slot, a shot deflected up and out of play there by Jay Dickman. He's been active here the last couple of games with that stick up at that blue line.
Well, it's something that you see at this level. I mean, Jazowski took way too long to get the shot off. He's got to rip it down when he waits to put that onto his forehand, and that allowed Dickman to get over that long reach.
Just gave him a little bit of time. Dickman 6'6", 205 out of St. Paul, Minnesota. He goes off for a change. Thunder of Proctor, Neen, Nardici, and Finnegan. They can't get the puck out off the faceoff window. Bennett to the point for Wagner. At the Burnell's logo, Olsen, right wing side for Bennett. Back up top for Wagner, who'll tee it up and fire the shot. Deflection, they score! Nolan Neen tried to redirect it into the far corner, but it was Brett Davis on the doorstep, able to intercept it and throw it into the back of the net. Rapid City has their first power play goal this season against Wichita with 53.5 seconds to go.
Just a tough break right there. Puck just kind of pinballs after Wagner shot the puck, and Brett Davis, Johnny on the spot, able to put it home.
Rapid City wins the neutral zone faceoff. Smedrud from center, icing waved off here. Back in the corner. Thunder have got to pull Ross, but they can't get it out though. Back goes for the check. Smedrud has it in the right circle, dancing free, 37 seconds to go. Here's Beck over the line. There goes Ross. 6-on-5 now. To the point. Bates can't keep it in. It's cleared down the ice. Icing waved off. 25 to play in regulation. Thunder trailing by 1. Dickman left it off for Krenkovic. Thunder have got to get up ice here. TJ Lloyd hits the line right wing. He'll throw it around the boards. Thunder have got to find a way to get a shot off here. Wagner ties it up along the wall across the way. They battle for it there. Stenell. Smedrud works it free. Rapid clears it to the line, not out. 3 seconds to go. Dickman right wing side, out in front. Krenkovic shot. Pardon me, that was Stenell. That was blocked. And Rapid City, their late power play goal lifts them to a 3-2 victory and back into a tie for 5th place in the Mountain Division.
It was just a tough loss. A late penalty, like you mentioned. Now Krenkovic not moving his feet at the red line. Rapid City takes advantage, and this week's series is even at a win apiece.
Well, we'll recap game 2 of the week when we come back. 3-2 the final for Rapid City. We'll be back with the Toyota postgame show in a moment on the Wichita Thunder Radio Network.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
The storm has come and gone. Did it take part of your roof with it? North Slope Roofing reminds you that lots of roofers will be calling to inspect your roof and give you estimates. Some won't even be from Wichita and will simply be here to take advantage of storm damage. Call North Slope Roofing instead. The local experts for inspections, repairs, replacements, who know the process of working with insurance companies. Call North Slope Roofing now before any leaks from recent storms do more damage. 316-779-8888 or go to northsloperoofing.com.
When a player goes down and injury strikes, you bet the physical therapists and athletic trainers from Select Physical Therapy spring into action. As the official physical therapy provider to the Wichita Thunder, helping athletes recover from aches, pains, and injury is all in a day's work. You're in good hands with Select Physical Therapy at any of our 8 locations around Wichita. Whether you're getting back to an activity you love or looking for ways to make life less painful, the power of physical therapy can help. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to find a location near you.
Looking for dinner that's more than just a meal? Turn up the heat at Umi Steakhouse in Wichita. With over 20 years of experience, Chef Tanaka delivers sizzling hibachi and expertly crafted sushi that looks just as good as it tastes. From fresh rolls to flavorful Asian entrees, every visit is an experience. Visit umiwichita.com or find them on the corner of Greenwich and East 13th. Umi Japanese Steakhouse and Sushi Bar. Make tonight an Umi night.
This is Wichita Thunder Hockey.
Well, a tough way to end game 2 of the series. Looked like you might have been able to get a point out of it in a tie game with just 5 minutes left in the 3rd period, but a late power play for Rapid City off of a penalty from your leading goal scorer allows the Rush to get a late